We just some young fly niggas, yeah. Huh, yeah, yeah. Huh, yeah, yeah. We just some young fly
Welcome to Always Auburn with your host, Tyler Crane.
All right, we're back at you with Always Auburn, coming at you Thursday afternoon, and I'm going to install this short segment about Coach Freeze's last opportunity to address the media this afternoon. They interviewed Coach Freeze for about 6 or 7 minutes after practice, and one of the points that they brought up in the interview was the lingering struggles that we continue to have on special teams, and a point that Coach Freeze, I guess, felt the need to bring up is that Alex McPherson made two 50-yard field goals at practice today. Now, I have heard Coach Freeze in interviews talk about the field goal unit and how him and McPherson are kind of in communication about what he thinks he can handle going into the game as far as distance-wise. And then through that, Coach Freeze and the special teams coaches kind of create a plan to facilitate that, okay, if he's comfortable at 35, what are we going to do outside of that? Are we going to put Gibbs out there? Are we going to put Magoo out there? Are we going to go for it? So, but they kind of let McPherson just kind of tell them what he feels comfortable with and go based on that. And I guess throughout practice, they practice different distances to try to almost confirm what he's saying. So, like I said, Coach Freeze said that Alex McPherson made two 50-yarders at practice today, and he's also said this in the past that McPherson's kicked 50-yarders at practice. And I'm beginning to think that, and this is no shot towards McPherson, none whatsoever. It's more of a shot and just kind of a question and just wondering what is going on in the special teams room that is directed towards the special teams coaches and Coach Freeze in general. Nothing against Alex McPherson. We all know the struggles he's gone through with his illness, and just for him to have the strength and the courage to get back out there on the field after enduring all of these struggles and overcoming what has to be just a painful and hard experience in life. You know, I tip my hat to the young man. So this in no way, shape, or form is a shot at Alex McPherson. But with that being said, I'm starting to wonder if, what I know about football and how kickers practice. Sometimes at practice, they'll have the little tee and the snapper will get in front of them and it'll just be the snapper and he'll snap the ball to the holder, or they'll just place the ball on the tee and there's no defense in front of them, no offensive line. If it's on the tee, it's just on the tee. The little, not the tee that you kick off on, but the little tee that mimics the holder holding the football to kick a field goal. And I'm starting to wonder if these 50-yard field goals that Alex McPherson is making at practice, that is a, that is giving you the confidence to tell the media that we're working on this part of our team that's not looking very successful at this point in the season. I'm beginning to wonder if that's what we're referring to. Because if that is true, then these 50-yard field goals that you're saying, that you've repeatedly said that he's made in practice and you've seen with your own eyes, really, it just doesn't line up with what he's actually going to face in the game. And you're really just kind of sugarcoating a lot of information. What we know about football is that it's not too tough to get out there as a field goal kicker who kicks field goals. You know, that's your craft. You kick field goals. It's nowhere near as difficult to sit there with the tee or with the center just snapping the ball to the holder and you going through the motions and kicking 50-yard field goals. So I'm almost I'm really thinking that's what he's referring to with this, because I just don't know. We're not seeing it on the field, and until this really comes to fruition and I see Alex McPherson or any of the other kickers for that matter actually make a field goal beyond, let's say, 40 yards distance, then I'm not gonna really take too much about what Coach Freeze says about these field goal kickers making deep field goals at practice. So that's a short little segment I thought about, and after seeing Coach Freeze's interview, take it how you want to, take it how you may. Like I said, no shot at Alex McPherson. I salute the young man, and I pray that he'll continue to be successful in his recovery. So we'll be back at you. We'll be back at you tomorrow, and y'all have a good evening. War Eagle.